Stuffed nachos. All right, what do we got going on today? This is a 2005 Polaris Sportsman 500. We went out wheeling last weekend. You can't see what I'm doing. We went out wheeling last weekend and lost the clamp. It's odd. Yeah, completely gone. So we're gonna have to do something about that. So let's do something about that. Hopefully, a whole bunch of mud and dirt didn't get into the joint. Otherwise, probably going to have to pull the entire axle out and get it cleaned out. You know what? I'm so used to jacking this thing up normally, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, that's not going to reach. No, not really. I was hoping to compress that, straighten that boot out. That's not happening. But I gotta lower these shocks anyway. I didn't want to take this wheel off, but I think I'm going to have to. Darn it. 9/16 stuffed nacho. Oh boy. It's all caked with mud. Wow. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Pain in the fingers anyway. Another one of these. I think I'm going to bring this down 2 notches. Get the other side later. This thing still won't flex. Yeah, maybe it will. A little bit. And for now, I'll just bring the shock tension all the way down. There we go. All right. Oh no. Full of muddy water. You kidding me? That's freaking great. Well, guess we're gonna have to pull the axle out. Things I didn't want to do today. Junk. Still gotta fix that thing. Come on. I know you can do it. Actually, I should be able to pop that end out. What you don't ever want to do when removing these axles is pry this way and into the seal, because you'll damage the seal. Now, I just replaced this axle probably, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. So it's not going to be stuck like a lot of these are. It's full of water. It's full of mud water. Yep. Grab me a drain pan.
Yeah.
What? Still could have grabbed it.
Both?
Yeah, just grab another can. This workbench is really starting to irritate me. Yeah. That is full of mud. That is not good. Oh man, that means I'd have to. I gotta pull this side apart. Oh, here's our clamp. That's nice. What a pile of crap. You know what? Never, ever, ever trust this style of freaking clamp. They are junk. Alright, usually with these shafts, normally you would pop the boot off this end. That's the outer end. There's just like a snap ring similar to what's on here. And you can easily pop this joint out just by giving it a whack. And then you would slide the boots off. And that's your typical procedure for replacing these boots. But I need to get this joint apart because it's full of mud. Luckily, I mean, it really wasn't ridden long with dirt in it, so we might be able to save this one. It feels pretty smooth. And I had to look up how this joint comes apart, because I did not remember. I still don't see. Supposedly there's a retaining ring. Alright. I have done one of these before. This one's different. So you have to go into this groove. There's a ring. And that's what holds the balls in place. So here's the ring. Now we can slide the joint off. Yeah. Decent amount of mud in there. So start wiping all the grease out of this. That's got to get cleaned. Release the balls.
Give your balls a tug.
And this one, I bet the retaining ring's on the outside. Yep. Snap ring. It's a good thing I didn't go whaling on it. Like I almost did. Now I wish I had a parts washer. That would have been handy. Pull our snap ring off. Our cage can come off. There we go. Yeah, all this stuff is going to have to get super cleaned. I'm probably just going to cut this clamp off. That junk out. Yeah, there's some carnage in that, but I don't see any scoring on the ball, so I think we got lucky. Start cleaning, boy. You want to go riding this weekend?
Yeah.
Grab that jug that's on the steps. Just take a knife and cut that top off. We're going to use it as a shaker. My movement is limited because I'm tethered to a charge cable for this camera. What are you doing? Put it down sideways so you're not like gonna zip your fingertips off. Or my cable. Dude, what are you doing? Garbage. You should go down and get the jug of kerosene. Or, you know what, it's easier if you just pour some kerosene in here. Pour it up to right there. Instead of carrying the whole. Do we have anything else?
Brake clean. I mean, you can use it. I buy it.
Yeah, but I don't want to use brake clean on the boot.
You want to use kerosene on the boot?
Yeah, kerosene don't hurt anything. Tell you what, if I just had spare parts, I'd just replace it and not even deal with this. But I don't. Haven't won the lottery yet. Fortunately, it looks like all the dirt and crud ended up in the end of the boot, not into the joint. Alright, I got most of the grease off. Alright, I'm going to swish in some of these parts of the kerosene for a little bit. I just want to get the small parts out first. My balls are almost squeaky clean. You can laugh, nobody's gonna care. A little bit of grease left on this, but
Take that rubber boot out of there.
I'll start cleaning that guy off. There. And the balls. Yeah, we got a little bit of wear, but nothing abnormal. There isn't any scoring, so I think we might be all right, at least for a little while. Pretty clean. Just wipe the rest of that kerosene out of there. Don't do that. You may have to run up and grab some axle grease. I don't think I have axle grease.
Marine grease?
No, the marine grease is not meant for these joints.
Can I get axle grease?
Hmm?
Where can I get axle grease?
Tractor Supply. Or AutoZone.
That's a Tractor Supply. Hold up.
Huh? It looks good to me. All right, my grease has arrived. Let's see if we can get this axle back together. Right now, I'm just using the grease to hold these balls in place. Get our axle cup back in position here. Get the retaining ring back in. I'm a dumbass. We just did it real dumb. The loop's got to go on first. Not last. Oh boy. I'm getting tired, man. Alright. Hey, let's review how to get this axle apart. In little grooves where the balls ride, you can grab onto this retaining ring and slide that sucker right out. That will allow you to pull the cup off. Now, I wonder if I can do this. I'm going to pull all the balls out. Let's see. Nope, they're just going to fall out on their own. All right. Slide the sucker off. Stay. All right, now we're going to get this axle back together. Slide our boot on. Slide our cage back on carefully. Get our snap ring reinstalled. I don't even know if you guys can see what the hell I'm doing. Alright. Snap ring is in place. No, don't you do that. Yep. Come on. Get the cup on. Get a retaining ring back. All right, that's on. Now we got to pack this thing full of grease. Yummy. I'll make sure I wipe my gloves off so I don't put dirt back into it. I need a big spoon. What else can I use here? I don't have any small putty knives here. My favorite prey driver. I'm gonna get the boot filled. As much grease smashed in here as I can. All right, this should be enough. She's packed. Slide her boot on. All right, we just want to make sure our boot is in the groove correctly. Oh God, more gloves. As tight as possible by hand. Or clamp it down. Finally got myself tools. I used to just use some end nips to squeeze these down, and that's worked fine for me for many, many years. But finally got myself some clamp pliers. See how these work. Because I have no idea how they work. I am about to just go old school if I can't figure this out in a minute. Yeah, like these don't want to grab. What the? This is why old guys stick to old guy things, because I don't even know why that's not working. And it's just like pissing me off. This is what I was talking about. I just use these. Like, I've never had a problem with these. Well, these are shit. Are you serious? See, these do like similar things. The problem is, like, what is this thing in the middle doing? Like, I can't grab the thing. What the fuck is this tool for? Like, this thing in the middle just keeps it from, like, clamping like it's supposed to. The things that piss me off, I swear to God. It prevents you from clamping down on this thing. Maybe if I pre-smash it with this, I can get this to work. Like this stupid. Yeah. That's the problem. I think what's supposed to happen, like as you squeeze, this middle part is supposed to smash that down. But these, look how thin this fucking junk is. It's not gonna do that. I'm gonna end up breaking these things. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Hopefully it doesn't hit the suspension, because I know it gets pretty close. No. Hey, anybody want to take that number down and just bomb it? These mother... gotta put more grease on our freaking joint. Oh, you know what? I should have gotten this joint back in first. Yep. I forgot. Come on. You need to come hold this up. You gotta push it in a bit. Too much. Oh, I just smacked you guys in the head. Click. Need you to turn the air on. All right, axle rebuild, 2005 Polaris Sportsman 500. We just got some suspension adjustments to do, but as far as the repair goes, this should be done. Probably take it for a quick rip around the yard and make sure everything's good.